going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like DeWanna Bonner and DeJonair Carrington just threw shade at the Indiana Fever. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Guys, have not heard the news. DeWanna Bonner has signed with the Phoenix Mercury, and I said earlier I wasn't going to do a video about this whole story because I felt as if the Indiana Fever fan base was just over the DeWanna Bonner saga, and I can't be mad at you. I'm kind of over it too. Well, it looked like DeWanna Bonner has not ceased to amaze me, bruh, because she and DeJonair Carrington just threw the biggest shade at the Indiana Fever. Now, I thought DeWanna Bonner, which I still think this, that she's going to go on a full-blown media tour in some shape, form, or fashion, explaining why she decided to quit the Indiana Fever basketball team. Since she quit the team, a lot of stuff has transpired. Her taking up for DeJonair Carrington, actually poking Caitlin Clark in the eye, resurfacing Christine Brennan book about Caitlin, which is a whole nother story. Well, I'm here to tell you, DeWanna Bonner just took to Instagram about 15 damn minutes ago and threw the biggest shade at Caitlin Clark and the Fever organization. And you will never guess who got down in the damn comment section to throw a little extra cherry on top. Guys, let's dive into this story. Now, as you guys can see from this post right here, DeWanna Bonner took to Instagram to drop, long story short, with a very series of pictures when I'm not even finna dive into. There are just pictures of her hugging her former coach, her significant other, Alyssa Thomas, holding up a sign. It was just kind of pointless in itself. But she stated, long story short, I'm home. Now, DeWanna Bonner won 2 WNBA championships with the Phoenix Mercury. This is the team that drafted her. And maybe she did want to leave to go to be there. But at the end of the day, bro, she got to hold this L because she quit on Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Now, I'm interested to see what she's going to say, bro, because I feel like a lot is going to come out of this. And I'm telling you right now, they're going to blame it on the fans. I just got an eerie feeling that she's going to blame it on the fan base in some shape, form, or fashion, that they was possibly on the racial side. I gotta be real, bro. That looked like the recipe I'm seeing cooking up from the DeWanna Bonner camp, dog. I just gotta be honest, man. And it's just an unfortunate situation. I wanted the best for DeWanna Bonner. I thought she was going to be a great fit. Many people felt as if she was kind of old. Caitlin done played too fast for her. But at the end of the day, she made a decision to ultimately quit the team and go be with her significant other, basically pulling off a DeJonair Carrington situation. And oh, mind me, speaking of DeJonair, this is what she had to say about the damn post. So as you guys can see from this post right here, DeJonair Carrington immediately got up under it and let it be known. No explanation needed. Just feeding all into the negative storyline, bro. I'm telling you, they finna cook up something. And what's crazy about all of this is that Christine book came out today, and many people is insinuating that DeJonair Carrington is possibly about to sue Christine Brennan in this book. I just wonder, is DeWanna Bonner possibly going to get in on the lawsuit as well for defamation of character, which I don't see anything in the book that I've seen so far that could have been kind of defamating to them. But at the end of the day, this is the energy that they want to have. So be it. And this is where we turn the page, man. Caitlin Clark is back with the Indiana Fever basketball team. So it's time to get back to regularly scheduled business, and that is putting the beats on the rest of the damn league, guys.
Yeah, I think it's just nice to get back out there and get to the flow of, playing with my teammates again. And, it's gonna be fun to get back out there, hopefully, and just feel things again. I think, I don't know what type of minutes I'm going to get, what it look like, but just when I'm out there, compete, play hard. This is going to be a team that's going to be moving constantly. So just being aware and active, bring energy. And yeah, I think that's obviously hard. Sitting out and watching for a few weeks, so I'm definitely excited to get back out there.
Steph said yesterday you're not a fan of minutes restrictions. How do you anticipate all that actually going when you play tomorrow?
Yeah, I hope to play a decent amount, maybe upper 20s. I guess it just depends how I feel and how the game goes and, what the team needs as well. But, yeah, I feel pretty good, but probably going to try not to overdo it as well and put myself in a good position moving forward.
Caitlin, Steph talked about you having your coach's hat on during this stretch. Is there a particular thing or things you find yourself looking at most often while you've been watching?
I mean, I try to notice as much as I can. I think, you know, when we're successful, it really starts on defense for us. I think when we're disruptive, when we're up in passing lanes, you know, defending hard, active hands, things like that, I think that's what leads to us being really good offensively. I think that's what led to our 2 games where we beat the Lynx and beat the Aces, and I think we lacked in that area versus the Sparks. We kind of just let them do whatever they want to. I thought we were a step behind, so I think that has to be intentional for our group going forward. It's like we have to be a step ahead of everything, and that just comes down to knowing personnel and knowing our scout and, you know, being very intentional in that, and I think that's kind of where the coaches have challenged us too.
How has Aries' addition kind of changed that vibe with this defensive group?
Yeah, I mean, she's as active as they come. She's going to be aggressive. She's going to pressure you. She's going to have her hands in passing lanes. She's going to cause a little bit of havoc out there, and I think that's exactly what we need. And she's going to pick up pull, and you know, I know that well. She guarded me a couple times last year, so I think she's been tremendous for us, honestly.
Caitlin, how much are you just looking forward to being on the court with Aries?
Yeah, I think it'll be great. Obviously, I haven't played a game with her, I don't think, at least. She's kind of been here when I've been out, so I think it'll be great. I think it'll be nice to play with another point guard who can, you know, read the floor really well and, you know, get me to come off a few screens rather than, you know, just playing out a ball screen mostly. And, you know, we're still going to do a lot of that and play in transition and all that, but when we have an opportunity to run me off some screens, and I think that just gives the defense another thing they have to plan for, and we're not, you know, as predictable as we may have been earlier in the season. So try some of that, but I think it'll be a lot of fun.
How much did you enjoy celebrating that cup with? We saw all the videos, but what was that celebration like for you with your teammates?
Just really proud of my team, honestly. Like, you know, they went in there and they believed that they could win, and they prepared that they could win, and that's exactly what they did. I thought, you know, we dictated defensively, and that's a really, really hard place to play. I don't think the Lynx have lost there yet because that game didn't count, so they're technically undefeated at home, and, you know, it's one of the hardest places to play, and that's not just the past years, that's over the course of, you know, the Lynx franchise. They've always, you know, dominated their home court, so especially to go in there on that type of game with that type of high stakes, I'm really proud of our group, so it was fun celebrating with all of them.
Steph has talked about kind of taking some pressure off you with Aerie kind of running point in some actions and you playing off the ball. Just how do you think that will help when you re-integrate onto the court?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice probably not to have to bring the ball up against pressure 94 feet, but like I said, like, that's what I'm best at, so we're still going to do a lot of that. It's, I think, finding a balance and finding the ways to give the defense different looks, and, you know, me becoming a better screener and being a good screener and coming off of screens and screening for Kels and, you know, all that different type of stuff. That's a whole nother layer of things that the other team has to prepare for. So like I said, I feel like it makes us less predictable, and I mean, you're still going to see a lot of the same things that we do, but at times, you know, move us off the ball, and especially out of timeouts and drops, maybe not so much our live flow and our live play. I think we'll be solid.
Given that you never really missed time, has this been one of the more difficult stretches of your playing career?
For sure, no doubt about it. I think it's been challenging mentally, just, you know, staying in it, and, you know, you're way more busy when you're hurt than when you're coming in and all you do is, you know, scout film and come out here and walk through things. So, you know, I'm in here hours and hours on hours trying to get my body right and do everything I can to put myself in a position to be available the rest of the year. And, you know, that's certainly my goal, and I feel good about that. And but yeah, it's definitely challenging. I think it's been so challenging because I've never been through it before. So